All right, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Rob from Rob Clone Radio, coming back at you one more time again. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you get notifications when I upload videos. But I'm getting right into it as usual. All right, UFC Boston. We had had a lot of controversy on this card. We also had some real good fights. The prelims were pretty good and all that. But I want to talk primarily about the last three fights on the card. Started with the big one, Reyes versus Chris Weidman. Chris Weidman expected to come in to be able to wrestle Reyes, but that did not work out for him. Well, it worked out for him to a certain extent, but he got caught reaching in with a right hook. Reyes caught him with a bagging up. Reyes caught him while he was bagging up, and Chris was reaching in and caught him nasty with a left hook, and dropped him. And once Reyes had him hurt, man, it was no holding back for Reyes. Reyes hit him with a couple hammer fists while he was on the ground, and that was pretty much it. Now, I think what they should do is take Luke Rockhold and Chris Weidman, since they both have stepped up to 205, and that is the guy that Chris Weidman lost his title to. And to me, kind of what started, his fall from grace. You know what I mean? But I think those dudes should fight at 205. See how that fight works out. They both lost their debuts. Both got knocked out, in their debuts. I think they should fight at 205 and see how that works out. All right, now let's talk about, the controversial bout of the night. Well, one of the controversial bouts of the night, Jeremy Stevenson versus Yair. These guys got a chance to rematch after a no contest was declared out in Mexico City after an eye poke. Now, a lot of people could just criticize Jeremy Stevenson, said he could continue. And I'm not going to say Jeremy Stevenson, if he was not very hurt. If he did poke out, if he didn't want to fight after that. He knew Yair was a very fast starter. This dude was wrecking the hell out of Stevenson in that first round. Yair is very dynamic, comes at you from different angles. And the stuff he does, most people, when they do it, they can't hit you with power. Dude hits you with power with that dynamic stuff. And at the end of the day, if Jeremy felt like he couldn't continue because he was compromised, you kind of have to understand him to a certain extent. But it was a good fight, man. Jeremy started to come on a lot more at the end of the second round and pretty much controlled the whole third round. But it just wasn't enough to come away with the win. That first and second rounds, Yair had just, put in too much work, and he had damaged Stevenson too much. But it's your boy Rob from Rob Cologne Radio, man. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell so you get notifications, all that good stuff. I'm out. Holla.